Hey there, if you watched last week's video and recognize yourself in it, this is where the story shifts. What helped me recover from long COVID was not a quick fix. It was not one single solution. It was a series of small intentional changes. I learned breath work and I practiced it consistently and still do. I slowed down my movements. I learned how to pace myself and stop before I hit that wall and crashed. I focused on better food and I planned my days around my energy levels instead of what I thought I needed to get done. Improvement took time, but it did happen. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a high-level view of what actually helps me begin to heal. The first thing was breath work. I know you're thinking, I can breathe just fine, thanks. But there's more to it than that. I started with one or two simple breathing exercises once or twice a day. Over time, I did them a little bit longer. I added other exercises and gradually worked my way up to 3 to 4 exercises 3 times a day. This became the foundation of my recovery. It helped to regulate my breathing, strengthen my lungs, calm my nervous system, and gave my body a sense of safety and stability. I also slowed down my walking pace. Yeah, I know. How could something that simple actually help? But it did. Instead of trying to get from one place to another very quickly, I took my time. This helped to prevent that breathlessness and kept my heart rate from spiking. It made movement feel more manageable and less draining, like I could actually do it. Pacing myself changed everything. I stopped trying to get it all done, trying to push through, trying to catch up on the good days. I gave myself permission to only do the bare minimum when that was all that I had. This helped me break that cycle of overdoing it and then crashing. I shifted my focus back to quality foods instead of processed meals. Yeah, processed foods are great, they're convenient, but they're not so good for your health. And a lot of the stuff that is packed into them to make them taste really good and last forever increase inflammation in your body big time. And that is not something you need when you're living with long COVID. When I had the energy to think clearly, I planned healthy meals that my family could prepare or that I could do that didn't take a lot of energy. This kept me nourished even when I didn't have the energy to cook, and it helped to support more stable energy overall. Another turning point was learning how to plan my days around my energy levels and not just a basic to-do list. On higher energy days, I started by doing half what I thought I could do. Then I stopped and I rested. That's important. Do half, stop, rest. If I still felt really good, I did a little bit more, maybe 15%, but not much. Over time, I got better at recognizing my limits and stopping before I crashed. That skill alone make a huge difference. The day that I realized a crash was imminent, canceled my planned errands and went home and went to bed, I was so proud of myself. For the first time, I didn't just have an all-out crash. I didn't spend a day and a half recovering. I spent an hour or two resting. It was huge. Keep in mind, none of these things are going to work overnight. It'd be great if it did, right? Sorry, it won't. It took time before I started seeing improvements. It wasn't a week or two, but they did come bit by bit, little by little. I started getting better, having more energy. The progress was gradual and sometimes hard to notice in the moment. I honestly don't remember how many times I would send my husband a text saying, I need you to tell me I'm doing better. And he would get to a point where he could pause in his job and give me a call and say, hey, you're doing better than last week. Last week you were here, now you're here. Improvement did happen. And it came from patience, consistency, and persistence. Recovery from long COVID isn't about pushing harder. It's about being smarter. It's about working with your body, giving it what it needs. If you're still struggling, there is a path forward. And if you need help finding that path, please reach out to me. Join my nonprofit community, Your Long COVID Transformation. There you'll find education, encouragement, and people who truly understand what it is that you're going through. The link is in the description as well as my bio when you're ready. I'll see you there. Betsy, out.